Hello there everybody, Don Juan here, and welcome back. Finally making videos again. First and foremost though, I want to apologize for being gone and for any background noise that might be present throughout the video. I have family over and it couldn't get loud. Anyways, so I know that I've been absent from the channel for a while, but I'm making this video in order to address a few things. First and foremost, my thoughts on this year's E3. I'm gonna put this first in the video, so those of you who just want to see my thoughts on E3 can go ahead and skip the rest, if you don't care. Secondly, I'm gonna talk about why I've been absent from the channel, even though I've been out of school for a week. Anyways, let's start this off with talking about things that interested me from other companies other than Nintendo, because I'm Ninty or bust. So Oxygen Not Included was revealed for PC by people who did Don't Starve, and I've highly enjoyed Don't Starve, so looking forward to Oxygen Not Included. It's in space, and you have to ration out your oxygen for a space colony or something. It's something like that. Then there's Grow Up, the sequel to Grow Home, which I own, but I haven't played yet, but whatever, it's a thing. And then there's Inside, by the makers of Limbo. I own Limbo, but I haven't gotten to it yet, because I have a lot of games I get from Steam sales and Humble Bundle. This video is not sponsored by Humble Bundle. But Inside looks really good, and I'm going to have to play Limbo soon. Hint, hint. Moving on to Sony. We got a new God of War game where Kratos is a dad or something. Outlast 2 looks phenomenal. It's some kind of cult thing with the people and the upside down burning cross. I'm not too sure. I saw some demo gameplay of it. But, high hopes because I really liked the original and the Whistleblower DLC. Then we got some news on The Last Guardian, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Days Gone. And to wrap it all up, we got the game that Kojima has been working on with Norman Reedus ever since he left the train wreck of a company that is Konami. The Death Stranding trailer was quite possibly the most interesting and intriguing trailer that was shown at this year's E3. And a lot of people were disappointed that the new Silent Hills is not going to happen, especially after how good PT was. But it isn't Kojima's fault that Konami sucks, and sadly, they have the right to Silent Hills, so that game can't happen until Konami stops sucking. Also, Crash Bandicoot's getting a remake, which is pretty damn cool. It's Crash Bandicoot. Now let's move on to the most hyped game of E3, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game was teased a while ago as a free-roaming Zelda game that would completely revolutionize the way we play Zelda games. But what they showed us was something that completely blew away any expectations I had about the game. According to Nintendo and Aonuma, what was shown of the game, aka the Great Plateau, was just 1 to 2% of the entire game. That's freaking huge! And then you can climb everything! Apparently, you can also skip the whole game by fighting the last boss from the get-go to do some crazy hard final boss fight or whatever. Which means that even though there's a story, we know nothing of the story yet, by the way, but even though there's a story, it isn't linear like every other game. Like every other Zelda game. So then, on top of that, I don't know, I guess when I heard free roam Zelda game, I thought something more like Wind Waker. Wind Waker on crack. Twilight Princess world kind of big, but with stuff to do. I guess I kind of expected scavenging and being able to craft weapons, but I didn't expect it to be on the level that they showed us at E3, which is Skyrim levels of free roam. You need to eat, sleep, you get stamina in Skyward Sword, but the stamina doesn't go down as as fast as Skyward Sword, so that's good. There's also you can also make potions to make your to replenish your stamina and make it go down slower. Then you have to change Link's clothing to fit the situation. So I know there's a lot of people oh, I'm gonna go naked Link the whole game, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be parts of the game where it's gonna be too cold or too hot for shirtless, pantsless Link. So I don't know how effective that's gonna be. So we'll see later. And then we also have shield surfing and hang gliding to add faster traveling, before you get a horse, of course. A horse is a horse, whatever. So they're really cool, and I'm really glad that they're adding alternative faster modes of traveling. Because even though I love Wind Waker, I thought that the HD remake had which had the fast sail, was very like much needed, because I don't know, I thought sailing in the original was pretty slow, but whatever, that's a video for another day. Then they showed some footage of Pokemon Sun and Moon, revealing 3 Pokemon: the Mongoose Pokemon Yungoos, aka Trump Hair, the Woodpecker Pokemon Pick-a-Peck, Pearl, and what seems to be the main bug type of the region, Grubbin. Of these 3, Grubbin is my favorite, although I enjoy the other 2 as well. I don't know, there's something about Grubbin's like design. It's simple, but it's like, I don't know, I like it, okay? And I hope it's cool. I was reading the info that they have on it on the Pokemon page, and it says that they like eat electricity or something, so maybe we're looking at another bug electric type. Along with these Pokemon, it was confirmed that Zygarde's other form will be present in Sun and Moon, which means that Zygarde will have something to do with the story of the game, which might hint at us being able to travel to and from Kalos, along with, like, Lily, which doesn't look like she is from the Alola region. Her design looks very Kalos-like, and it says that she's not from the Alola region, so hopefully we get to travel to and from Kalos and Alola. I mean, we haven't had something like that since in 2nd gen, so I would really enjoy that. Then we saw that clothing customization is back from X and Y, so that's pretty cool. But they didn't bring in an Oras, because they were like, Oras is a remake, we want it to be like how Ruby Sapphire were, and yet they changed some stuff, and I don't know, Oras made me sad, and I'll talk about that another day. Anyways, I also added a new battle mode called Battle Royale, which, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how good it's gonna be, because until now, for those of you who play Pokemon games in X and Y and in Oras, if you want to have a 4-player free-for-all battle, you just initiate a doubles battle, where 4 people go in, and you say, oh, well, like, screw you, you know, I'm not on your team, you just free-for-all, right, attack who you want, etc. The only drawback to the multi-battle, as me and my friends call it, is if you take out both people from one side, then the battle ends. So it's like if you're team 1, right? So let's say you have friend A and friend B, like opposite to you, you have friend C next to you, right? You can take out friend C, you can take out friend A, right? So then it's like 1v1 between you and friend B. But if you take out both friend A and friend B, then the battle ends, because it's like if friend C and you won, because it's a double battle. But I don't know, like, Battle Royale, it seems cool because it's like, oh, it's an actual free-for-all mode. But then they have a thing where as soon as one person's out, the battle ends. And I guess I can see why they did it. They don't want people to get bored, because, like, let's say you're the first one out because people don't like you, or they think you brought like OP Pokemon or whatever, and like they just take you out. I guess they don't want you to just be sitting there watching everybody else battle. But I really don't like it. I'm like, why? Just let it be last man standing. That's how free-for-all's supposed to be. Because after the first person's taken out, they distribute points, and whoever has the most points wins. So I don't know. I'll give it a shot. You were so close, Game Freak. So close. Sun and Moon are looking amazing. I hope they continue to live up to the hype, because we're getting closer to the release. Next, I'm going to talk about what might be the most controversial game at this year's E3. Paper Mario Color Splash. Please don't hate me. I know that we have all been waiting for a Paper Mario game that was in league with the first one or with Thousand Year Door. But to be honest, from what we've seen in recent games and from the interview with the dev team, they're going to leave the RPG elements to the Mario and Luigi series and are going to take the Paper Mario series in a different direction. For those of you who want to see the interview with the dev team, I will put a link to it in the description below. Because it's something to watch and consider with Paper Mario and the direction it's going to be going in upcoming years and stuff. But yeah, so they're going to leave the RPG elements into the Mario and Luigi series, and they're going to do something else with each Paper Mario game. And don't take me wrong, don't take me wrong, well, don't get me wrong, I am just as disappointed as everyone else, you know, as Thousand Year Door is in my top 10 games, but I don't think that Sticker Star is as bad as everyone else says, and I don't think the Color Splash is going to be bad either. Super Paper Mario was the beginning of the deviation that Paper Mario took as they removed the RPG elements other than leveling up with points in order to increase health. but it was still a great game. It had a really good story, and being able to play as my voice cracked so badly right there, but I'm gonna keep talking. It had a really good story, and being able to play as Mario, Peach, Bowser, and Luigi was a ton of fun. Sticker Star was a completely different game, but I said in my Sticker Star video, link in the description below, Sticker Star is a very charming and fun game once you take it for what it is. Because you can't play Sticker Star with the expectations you had for the other 3 Paper Mario games. Sticker Star is like the complete deviation from the series. There is no leveling up system. You get health by finding hearts. There are no badges. There are no partners. So yeah, like it's I don't know. It's not as good as the other Paper Mario games. Trust me, I don't think that it's as good as the other ones. And taking it as a Paper Mario game, it's really not that good either. But if you stop being like triggered and mad, and if you play it for what it is, I think it's a lot of fun. Again, I talk about this more in depth in my Paper Mario Sticker Star video. Link in the description below for those of you who have not watched it. But because of this, and because of the way that the developers talked about Color Splash as a more upgraded version of Sticker Star, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm going to buy it when it comes out, and maybe if I have a capture card, I'll play it on the channel. Whatever. I like it. I don't know, paint. It looks cool, okay? But especially the fighting system, because you paint the cards and all that. So who knows? I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. Anyways, those are my thoughts on this year's E3. Overall, I thought it was pretty good, but I guess I expected a bit more. There's some other games that caught my eye, like Ever Oasis, for example, but these are the ones, the ones I talked about above, are the ones that caught my attention the most. Now, let's move on and talk about what I've been doing for the past week. I've not just been, laying around and being lazy, well, a little bit, but come on, guys, I'm tired. I had an extremely hectic first week of spring break. Sunday, right after finals, I went to the beach with some friends that are going back to summer for, They're going back to summer. I'm so bad. I'm not going to take this away either because, I don't know, it adds more human elements to the video. And I'm not ad-libbing these lines. I have a script. I just mess up. Anyways, we went to the beach because I have some friends that are going to go back to school for summer session, which means they only had, a few days off because they're going to move in early to their apartment and all that to get prepared for summer session. So it was really the only time we had to go to the beach. And trust me, I wanted to put off going to the beach because I kind of wanted to relax, make some videos, and because I drove over 1,000 miles within the span of 1 week, which was pretty stressful, especially if you're me, because I hate driving. But yeah, since she was leaving, I was like, nah, gotta go to the beach. So then on Monday, I was out with my friends applying for jobs. We did that for most of the day. Tuesday, I went to Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions with my girlfriend at the Microsoft Theater. And I am super excited and happy to say that I met Gerard the Completionist, as well as Alex, Kells, and Jimmy from the Dex. I will put links to their channels in the description below. I'm super excited because before leaving home, I grabbed my copy of Pokemon Platinum, as it is my favorite Pokemon game, in case I saw someone there, to get an autograph. Because I was like, whoa, isn't E3, right next to the Microsoft Theater? I bet you I'm gonna see someone, famous or a YouTuber or whatever. So I took it. And so then, during intermission, my girlfriend told me to check Twitter, and I saw that Kells had put a photo, and judging by the trajectory of the photo they posted, they were to the right and to the back of us. So we stood up to look for them. I saw him right away, because Alex is, from the Dex, is way taller than I first thought. So we went over, and, to where they were sitting, all excited to get an autograph, because, I just saw the Dex there. I didn't know that Gerard was there. So then, we get to where they are, Gerard turns out, and I was like, oh my freaking Christ, it's Gerard. And I lost it, I freaked out completely, fangirling and everything, and I couldn't talk, because I had somewhat composed myself to meet the Dex, but I didn't know Gerard was there, so he surprised me, and all composure that I had was just blown out the window. So my girlfriend asked them if they could sign the game for me, and they were all really cool about it, and they're really, really cool people. I don't know, it's weird. It's they're people you always see on the screen. So seeing them right in front of you, being physically there, it's whoa. And that was really cool. Anyways, it's really funny because afterwards, when we went back to our seats, I was like, whoa, I can't believe I got a photo. And then my girlfriend kind of was like, whoa, holy shit, we just met Gerard in the Dex. And then she started freaking out, so we went back, and I was composed this time, and she got autographs as well. So then, the rest of the symphony was amazing, as Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions is gorgeous. Props to Chad Sater. I'm sorry if I butcher your names. Props to Chad Sater and Jaren Moore for arranging the music. Well, and we also saw them there. They were there. It was cool. And to top it all off, Junichi Masuda himself made an appearance and conducted an extra song, Kiseki from Pokemon X and Y. He was even wearing a Pikachu tail underneath his suit. Well, that was amazing. I saw Masuda in the flesh. If you haven't gone to see Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions, and you are able to do so, I highly recommend it. I've seen it twice. The rest of the week was spent on like family matters and more job applications. I'm not gonna go into the details because they're family matters. Then on Sunday was Father's Day, and we watched Finding Dory at the end of the day, like me, my dad, and my siblings. Pretty fun. Liked it, but it's a Pixar film, so what else can you expect from them? I wouldn't say it's as good as Finding Nemo, but it was still very enjoyable. They had really good characters. Dory's always great. Ellen DeGeneres. But yeah, you can always expect good things from a Pixar film, unless it's like Cars or Planes. And even Cars 1 was alright. So yeah, that's just what's been going on with my life. So I have a video recorded that is unedited, so I'll probably post that soon. Maybe not today, because I'm gonna go do more job stuff. But yeah, so hopefully I'll start recording and uploading again. I can't make promises though. Like, I've been stressed out. Because during school, I really only relax. It's summer. Since I've been like really stressed out with school and stuff. So I'm like, oh man, resting and stuff is really cool. And like, I'm finally at home and being able to see my friends, families, and all that. And yeah. And then also, since some of my family came over from Mexico, that's why I was saying I apologize for any background noise you hear during the video. Yeah, so I will record whenever I can, when I feel like it and stuff, because for those of you who don't know, recording the stuff for YouTube can get pretty difficult. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. That's why I keep doing it. Anyways, thank you all for listening to my spiel. And I hope to see you all real soon. This has been Don Juan, and I'll see you all in the next video.